Welcome everybody to Math 1350, Chapter 6, Section 1, the set of rational numbers. Homework. Write a fraction in the simplest form to represent the shaded region of the figure. Okay, for fractions, when we deal with shaded regions, and that's where we find probabilities and percentages and stuff, it's always the part over total. The top part always has to be less than or equal to the total. So first we're going to find out is, what is the total number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are a total of 6. So that goes on the bottom. The top, we're looking for the shaded. So how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to be very careful, because it could have said, find the fraction that represents the non-shaded regions. The non-shaded regions is 1 over 6. There's only 1 out of the 6. We know that's true because if we add these two possibilities, this is shaded plus not shaded, they have to equal the circle. They both have 6's on the bottom. 5 plus 1. Yep, it's one circle. Write a fraction in the simplest form to represent the shaded portion of the figure. Again, we have 4 boxes. How many are shaded? 3. So 3 over 4. This one's C. I'm sorry, I should have answered this one first. B. Alright, so there's that shade. Write a fraction to represent the shaded portion of the figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, and the shaded is 3. So 3 over 8, which is D. Ooh, now we have a geoboard. Represent the dots inside the circle as a fraction of the total number of dots. So dots in circle, total dots. So inside the circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 inside the circle. Now, how many dots do we have everywhere? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 across times 6 down equals 36. So it's 9 over 36. Well, we don't see that anywhere, so we have to simplify. Whenever you can, simplify. 9 is made up of 3 times 3. 36 is 3 times 12. 12 is 3 times 4. Reduce. But 3's cancel, 3's cancel. Remember, the dividing line's still there. There's a 4 on the bottom. Everything's gone. There's always an invisible 1. So the answer is D. The most common mistake people do is if everything cancels, whatever's left is 4. It's not just 4. Because 4 is on the bottom. Has to stay on the bottom. find the requested fraction. So we have 12 divided by 6 equals some number divided by 12. Okay, like we learned earlier, what times 6, in order for these to be equal, these have to be equal, proportionally equal, and these have to. So 6 times what is 12? 2. Since we multiplied 2 on the bottom, we have to multiply 2 on top. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So it's 24 over 12. C. Negative 7 over 16 equals some number over 128. Well, first off, in order for them to be equal, x has to be negative, because these aren't negative, so x has to be negative. It didn't help us anything. That was normally if there's one or two extra ones, we can do that. So let's see 128 divided by 16. Let's factor 128. 2 goes into 12 6 times. 2 goes into 8 4. 64 is 8 times 8. Well, that helps us. 2 times 8 times 8. Why? Because 16 is 2 times 8. So 2's cancel, 8 cancels. So we know that if we multiply top and bottom by 8, they'll be equal. 16 times 8 is 128. Check. 7 times 8 was 8 times 8 64. Take away 8, you get 56. Negative. So the answer is B. Find the requested fraction. Which fraction is equal to negative 3 over 10? This is saying this now. So we have to look at what number do we multiply. Same number to equal one of those. So let's see. To equal 100. 10 times 10. So if n is 10. 10 times 30 is 300. Nope, not that one. No, 10 times 3 is 30, yes. If n is 10, negative 3 times 10, 10 times 10 is negative 3 over 100. I don't have to go any further, but you can check. 110 times 11, 10 times 11 is 110. 11 times 3 is not 40. 99, nope, can't work. So that one's out of the question. 12 times 10 is 120. 12 times 3 is not 33, so that's not right. Right. It's easy to divide by 10. If it ends in a 0, then 120 is 12 times 10, because there's 1 0. If we had 2 zeros, it would be 12 times 100, because there's 2 zeros. So in this one, it's A. Determine whether fractions are equal. 2 over 9 if they're equal. Twenty-five times 2. Does it equal 18 times 9? 25 times 2 is 50. 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 7 is 16. No. They're not equal. $225, $325 is equal to 171 over 247. Okay. Again, we could factor all these out to see if they are true, or we could just cross multiply. So 225 times 247 does equal 171 times 325. 225, 247. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 3 is 17. 14 plus 1 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Now it's 2 zeros, since I'm in this hundreds. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 5, 7, 5, 10, 15, 5, 5, 5, 7, 5. Or 247 times 171. No. 171 times 325. 325, 171. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 3 is 17. 7 times 3 is 21 and 22. Then 2 zeros. 1 times 5, 1 times 2, 1 times 3. So 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10, 15. 2, 2 is 4, 1 is 5. So, yep, they are equal. Now, write this fraction in its simplest way, in the simplest form. What that means. 8 is made up of 4 times 2, so it's made up of 2 times 2 times 2. 14 is made up of 2 times 7. The 2's cancel. It's a negative on top. 2 times 2 is 4 over 7. So, right, simplest form. Negative 78 over 120. 78 ends in even. 2 goes in 7 3 times, with 1 left over. 2 goes in 18 9 times. 3. 3 goes in 3 once. 3 goes in 9 3 times. Again, I know it's divisible by 3. If I add 9 plus 3, I get 12. And 12 is divisible by 3. Remember those rules. So, that one becomes negative 2 times 3 times 13. $120. Since it ends in a 0, it's 12 times 10. 6 times 2, 2 times 5, 2 times 3. So it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Now cancel. We have a negative on top. The 2's cancel. One of the 3's cancel. That's it. We have 13 on top. 5 times 2 is 10, times 2 is 20. That's as far as you can go. A. Alright, good luck everybody.